So, after we pick up your bike, we'll go get my gang out of jail.
And then find out why my gang never showed up to help us.
And then you go business suit shopping.
Don't remind me.
Don't complain. You're going to be rich.
At this point, I'd settle for just a little peace and quiet.
Oh, hi! I guess Adrian isn't done yet. I think somebody's a touch pissed. Wow. Actual semis that have machine guns loaded onto them. Yeah, this is a post-apocalyptic future.
She really shouldn't have. I was just about to talk about the inherent dangers of this.
Oh, hi!
Can't you make this damn thing go any faster?
I guess that's why they were absent. Okay, well that works. All right, so we've got to stop Ripburger. So
all right, let's go punch his lights out.
So first things first, there's not really a whole lot that we can do because we can open up the grill, but remember the engine's still running.
Yeah.
So we can't go in there.
We can't throw something in.
But if we had something to throw, if we had something to throw in, then we'd be fine. We don't really have anything that'll work.
Throw a rabbit in there.
Unfortunately, you cannot throw a rabbit in there.
Wow.
But
you
want to know what you can do?
Endorsing the animal cruelty.
You're gonna like this.
All right.
So if we move this panel, oh look at that, Rip's cane.
My cane.
You need more than a cane when I'm through with your Ripburger.
Huh. Well, this seems more appropriate, now doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm sure that this cane's expensive, right? Well, not anymore. Bam! Now we can get in the back. Now, we have to be careful about this because Rip is not only armed with the truck, but he's also armed. So he'll shoot at you.
Yeah.
But if you move up here, we can take the, so you have the fuel lines up here. If people remember, we still have the tire iron. So...
I don't see a nut anywhere on that.
Oh, my bad. We can actually detach the fuel line. Oh, look! Okay, good. Maureen's okay. Maureen's okay.
No one sneaks up on me from behind.
Oh, really? She did. And into the plane we go. Seriously, who puts machine guns on semis?
Gotta fend off road pirates.
I guess.
I thought you said this thing couldn't move.
I said it couldn't fly. I never said it couldn't taxi.
Well, flying would be nice since we're headed for the gorge.
Oh, yeah, you remember the gorge?
Ripburger, you're going to kill all of us.
Shh, Ben, don't ruin the ending.
How do you stop this thing?
From the cockpit.
Okay, so we have no choice but to risk this. You just have to go for the ladder. And hope crap don't happen back. Yay! Ben's a badass. Okay, so go up the ladder. And this is probably the most complex
So much
this
for the
game
controls.
gets.
I could have used those.
Because we have to use the menus. So, control systems. We want landing. And we want, let's see, no,
Runway.
that doesn't have what we want. In flight.
We're not in flight when we want to take off.
Take
first.
off, post takeoff, gear. How about we raise the gear?
Here goes nothing.
What the?
This ought to slow us down a little bit. I don't know, we were going pretty
Ben,
fast.
what did you do?
Hey, no more guns. Just motorcycles, baby. Ooh. I don't think the vultures are going to be happy about that.
Oh, Ripburger's gonna have himself a Disney villain death.
Ben, Are you alive?
I am, but I don't know about Ripburger.
I can see him. He's out cold.
Oh,
That's what
Climb
you're
back here
saying.
quick.
not quite. Okay, so you can technically take a ton of risks and try and go back, but he will shoot you.
Yeah.
So here's what you have to do. It's time to go back in the menus, Alex. Main menu, warning, fuel leak. This vehicle has been reported as stolen. Oh, okay. So defense menu, machine guns, maintenance. Oh, that's not it, actually. Next scheduled maintenance, 300 miles. So defense menu. Come on. Machine guns, control, system off. Now, you remember the tagline of Corley Motors?
Yeah.
Because Adrian Ripburger will for the rest of his life.
Can't beat a Corley.
Bye, Mark Hamill.
Woo, you know you did.
Aww.
Well, that answers that.
All right, so now that we don't have to worry about Ripburger, let's go ahead and make our way back into the plane. But you remember, this thing had a fuel leak.
Yeah, might want to.
And yes, for the record, it is the truck that Mark Hamill dude drove past the
Wait,
gorge.
come back. We need your weight in the plane.
Forget the plane. Just
Well, that's
go.
a problem. Okay. So... Whoa! I'm just going to showcase this. So, this is a LucasArts game where you can die. Wow, that sucks.
Let me try that again.
And that is to come over to your bike and leave the way a badass Polecat would.
In style.
In frickin' style. Yeah, Ben, go ahead. You pop that wheelie.
Yeah.
Life was a game to him, and he played it by his own rules. He was a mystery to most of us, and yet an inspiration to us all. He gave us freedom. He gave us power. He gave us wings. He gave us wheels. Thank you, Malcolm Corley, for giving us a dream that will never die.
See, I told you he was a father.
Yeah.
So,
So,
maybe we could do lunch sometime next week.
yeah, sure. Lunch sounds great.
Things aren't gonna change, are they, Ben? I mean, just because I'm in charge of the company now, and living in a mansion and riding around in limos, that doesn't mean we won't spend a lot of time together, does it?
Look, Mo, you're in a different league now. You shouldn't be hanging out with the likes of me anymore.
But Ben... Oh, just a second. Hello? What? No, that's crazy. Is he nuts? Look, move the meeting up to 5 and tell the plant foreman that I'm coming over personally to inspect those parts. I know, that's what I told him. Excuse me, what was that last part? No, that alloy was flawed to begin with. Uh-huh, yeah, good, great.
And that's it. So in loving memory of Roy Conrad, who played Ben in this, that is Full Throttle Remastered. So,
That was
Alex,
great.
You liked it?
Yeah.
All
I
right,
liked it.
cool.
That was awesome.
So, like I said at the beginning of this was the first outing for Tim Schafer as the game director, kind of thing. Like, up until that point, he'd been working with Ron Gilbert on, like, Monkey Island and Day of the Tentacle, things like that. So this was really his time to step out onto his own, and people just didn't know what they were watching. Full Throttle happened, and then later, pretty much what a lot of people consider to be his greatest achievement, Grim Fandango happened.
Yeah.
So you have tons of really awesome games that are under his banner. And it depends on who you talk to. If it's console fans, then Psychonauts is that. And so that's one of the reasons I truly do appreciate this game, is that even though it's very short and does its plot make sense? No, not really. But it's still an awesome ride, back and forth. So, oh, and there you go. Oh, is it available? Ah, I need to go and get that CD. So the Gone Jackal CD for Full Throttle is available. I completely missed that.
I'm sure it's still available and not out of print.
I hope so. I really do, because I do like the tracks from Full Throttle. But yeah, so you liked it. Was there anything in particular that you liked, the humor or the voice acting, anything like that?
Yeah, everything about it's pretty fun.
Yeah. The sad reality is that this game was popular enough that Tim Schafer was considering doing a sequel. And he had the plan lined up, and then unfortunately corporate meddling kind of happened. And so Full Throttle 2, which was later dubbed Hell on Wheels, was then later made into kind of a twisted metal destruction derby kind of deal.
Yeah.
And then was later canceled.
Yeah.
So unfortunately for those who were hoping for closure, do Ben and Maureen get together? No, they don't. Or at least you have no confirmation that they do, and I have a feeling Hell on Wheels probably would have covered that. But there you go. Maurice LaMarche, thank you so much for your... just look at the awesome cast you have.
Yeah.
Katsuchi, crap. I need to remember who Katsuchi is, but she's also pretty high up there. You had Hamilton Camp work on this. Mark Hamill, and keep in mind, this was Mark Hamill's heyday, where he was doing lots of FMV games, in particular the Wing Commander series. And he was doing that with, John Rhys Davies, Malcolm McDowell, I keep on forgetting his name, but Biff from Back to the Future. We always have this problem.
Thomas Wilson.
Thomas Wilson. He worked with a lot of amazing people on FMV games. And then he also had this going on. And the other one that I hope eventually we'll get to is a hallmark of the Sierra line of adventure games, which is Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers, where he got to work alongside Tim freaking Curry.
Tim Curry.
And I'm not even... Oh, by the way, Sid, played by Steve Bloom.
Yeah.
So one of the yeah, it was you remember the guy who had the booster?
Yeah.
Why, yes it is. That's Steve Bloom.
Yeah.
So there you go. Sizable Bill, Maurice LaMarche.
Kat Soucy, born Catherine Ellen Soucy, an American actress known for playing Linka in Captain Planet, Lola Bunny in Space Jam, FIFA La Fume in Tiny Toons Adventures, Dexter's Mom in Dexter's Laboratory, Maddie Fenton in Danny Phantom, Bill and Lil, Betty DeVille in Rugrats.
So just look at that. Just look at that career right
Yeah.
there. That's the cool part about this, is that all the voice actors had very storied careers up until that point, and then later. Because you brought up like Dexter's Lab. I think Dexter's Lab was going on at that point. And then you brought up Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom was later. And then we all know like the storied career Mark Hamill has had in voice. And what's funny is like he's said numerous times like, I'm gonna retire this year, and it never happens. So I think at some point he'll retire from actual film, but voice acting probably never. They'll find ways to be able to bring him back. Either
Voice
as a villain or
producers would like to thank.
Now, I'm technically kind of delaying things because there is an Easter egg at the end. And an Easter egg that I think Alex will appreciate.
Okay.
But, yeah, so I also want to know what you guys thought of Full Throttle. This is one of those games that when I started talking about doing a Let's Play channel with Alex, I wanted to put a highlight on. Because not really anybody played this aside from maybe World of Long Plays.
Yeah.
Which did all the adventure games back in the day. And these are great games. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of these adventure games had amazing stories. And because up until that point, adventure games were dead, nobody played them.
Yeah.
You know, eventually at some point, we'll probably take on Grim Fandango. Because I think Alex will also enjoy that too.
Yeah.
But this also kind of gives you a sample of Tim Schafer's kind of work. And there's so many games that we can get into. Like, Broken Age is the most recent one. That's the one he Kickstarted. But you have Psychonauts, which now Psychonauts 2 is happening. One of the other indie games that I would love to do on the channel is Costume Quest, which is a little RPG that he made in inspiration of his kids.
Oh, cute.
So, it's amazing. It's a Halloween game, but technically has a Christmas twist on it, and it's a lovable little RPG. I actually think you would enjoy the hell out of it.
Legal
machismo.
machismo.
That's the other thing I love about Tim Schafer. He will find ways to be able to name things differently so that it all fits into theme. In particular, when he did Brutal Legend, he also did that by like going, like one of the categories he did for like chief animators was chief headbanger.
Mr. Big Music Guy.
Yep, Mr. Big Music Guy. Catherine Ringwald, I do not think that's the Catherine Ringwald that people think it is.
You're thinking of
Yeah,
Molly.
Molly Ringwald. Not related. Oh, I need to see if I can get that soundtrack. I love the music from Full Throttle.
Sales, customer service.
And besides, I'm looking for some hard rock bands to introduce my daughter to. Because I believe it or not, and maybe we'll talk about this in another Let's Play, I actually got a directive from my daughter's teachers to have her listen to loud music, and they did okay, like Metallica.
Metallica,
Yes.
Put on some Slayer.
Yeah, exactly. Like, put on some Slayer, put on some Whitesnake, put on some Poison. Nah, never mind. We'll skip Poison. But yeah, I actually got permission.
Like this may be a big star.
Yep.
Zeus, Asian or something.
Well, the interesting part is like a lot of the people that worked at LucasArts now have prominent positions in AAA gaming right now.
Almost on the project, Dan Connors.
If it worked for.
If it worked for Steam.
Off-road research. In other words, he probably had the job of going out and riding
Tony's
bikes.
Steel Wheels.
Said it was a good idea.
So it was good.
Also missed Christmas. Also, almost drove him crazy. Led other projects, because remember, it was LucasArts. They had multiple projects going on.
Supported the general coolness.
Yes. Because that's what you want to do. Now, I don't think the upcoming track that we're about to hear was not in the Gone Jackals line, but I think it was a developer that made it. Which is the... Oh, you'll have to...
Wind about
not being in the
taken
credits.
in the credits.
Well behaved at the ranch. All right. Inspected unspecified wrangling. The team would like to thank the following people. And these, I think these are all like the key developers of Full Throttle, and then eventually came back after Tim got the rights from Disney to remaster it. So
Yeah.
that's the crying shame about this. Is he only got the right. This was the last one he got. This one was the last one he got. And there are still so many others that had his footprints on, and fingerprints on it. And they'll never get remasters.
Fabio.
Yep.
James Full. 40
specially trained llamas. Let's see,
Hand Therapy Center of Marin.
Tom Kuhn Custom Yo-Yos. Gotta thank them. Mom and Dad. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. So Tim
Dr.
always
Robert
puts
Lee.
his mom and dad in there.
Yeah. Looks like in Way Forward games, you always see Matt Balzin's children credited.
Yep.
Aaron is
Or Scott Cawthon in the Five Nights games will credit his kids.
Yeah. Teddy the Wonder Lizard.
Yep, Teddy the Wonder Lizard. The team would like to thank the following cats.
Chuck. 1976 to 1995. What a brave cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Dandelion. Eartha and Pumpkin. Aw. Frida. Indy. Hobbs.
Monkey.
Trouble. Swinson. Whisper. 1986 to 1995.
Tim would like to thank no cats and does not endorse cat ownership. This is actually a fact. Tim Schafer hates cats. Special biker haiku section. Firefighters leap out. Moths tangle with orange hot flame. My nose thrice broken.
It's snowing on Mount Fuji.
Splitting lanes at Rush. The Beamer tries for a cutoff. Taste my righteous chain.
It's snowing
Booming
on
thunder
Mount Fuji.
rolls. Clutch release throttle open. Red smear on pavement. Wet grease on the road. Makes me laugh as my buddy slides under a truck. On the road for days. 2 wheels, an engine, and me. I don't brush my teeth. Take the next one.
Sky covers the land. Dark goggles cover my eyes. Speed covers my tracks.
Road rises upward. Forehead smiles for the pavement. Cranium tastes bad.
Emma drops a load. Green crap coats the road like snow. Just take a little.
And this is the one I was talking about. I don't think this is Gone Jackals.
Todd doesn't like you bang on door, but say nothing. Cannot you talk in?
Whiff in the asphalt. Hot letter. Shiny metal. See? I am manly. My male fantasy. Now a profit-making game. Maybe I'll get chicks. And there you go. We hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough of Full Throttle Remastered. When we come back next week, make sure you're not hungry because we will be tackling Brave Fensu Musashi on the PlayStation. But before we go, it's time for the Ballad of the Bunnies. We'll see you guys next time. But until then, charge, Alex! Charge!
Looks like just Ballad of One Bunny.
Yeah, they changed it.
Oh, no,
Oh,
there's
wait,
more
no, there you go.
bunnies.
Yeah, it's just not like a big, like in the original game, it was like waves.